Taiwan is full of incredible night markets, and if you're a first timer like me looking for Taiwanese street food, Raohe Night Market is the place to come. So join me and let's go take a look at what delicious food we can find. Let's do it.
All right guys, I'm not gonna lie, I've got here a little early and everywhere is still opening up and setting up really, not even opening up. But this first place, as soon as you walk in, is selling something very famous in Taiwan and you have to try it. It's the pepper bun, and this place is famous for them. They've got Michelin awards from 2018, 2019, 2020 and 2021 on the sign. I actually saw this place before I came and the crowds are crazy. You can wait a stupidly long time, but because I'm early, the crowds are small. In fact, so small, I can actually show you them making it rather than just talking about it over the top. Let's go take a look. Let's start the process. Here's the finished bun, but what they do is they take a little bit of dough, flatten it out into a little round and fill it with this pork paste. When he's got the right amount in, he's going to shove it into this huge basket of spring onions, absolutely fill it with spring onions, and then use his thumb and hands to squash it into the bun that we see. That's perfect. As you would expect with this place being so busy. They have a whole army of people doing it. So yeah, they start filling these up, and then when they're done, they go into this. Okay, he's put the lid back on, and I don't want to disturb them too much. They're obviously very busy, so you are going to get the voiceover. Anyway, when they're done, they're put into this tandoori style oven, as I call it. The heat source is in the bottom, it's charcoal, hot charcoal, and then the buns are stuck onto the sides, really hot brick sides, and then baked in there. And they turn from that creamy white into a gorgeous, crispy color. So one is $60. I think we're gonna have to get them. I mean, how good do they look? Just one, please. Okay, I've just come outside, and incidentally, I just realized, because I entered from the other end, it's right next to, at one end, it's right next to a stunning, stunning temple. But we're not here for the temple today, we're here for the food. So let's pull it out. It's hot, hot from that oven. You just know it's gonna be on fire inside, but look how gorgeous it is. Look at that, like a horseshoe shape almost, as you can see, or like a clamshell maybe is a better example of it. But it's very, very crisp on one side, but then on the top or on the sides, you can feel it's more soft and pillowy, more bready. Can you guess which side was against the brick wall of the oven? Look how crisp and golden it is on that side. Let's try it. Oh, straight away you get that pepper flavor, almost warming in the mouth. Not spicy, but definitely warming. Then the porkiness comes through, followed up by that spring onion flavor. And you saw how much of the spring onion they put into there. So there's definitely a strong spring onion flavor. The bread is delicious. In fact, let me take one more bite. Yeah, the bread is delicious. Crisp and crunchy on the outside, very crisp. You know, on the inside, it's almost like, I mean, looking at it like this, it's almost like a burger, like a pork patty burger, and that's definitely a good thing. A burger wrapped in its bun. Get there early, otherwise you're going to be queuing. You can see the queue has already started to wrap around red straps. They're gonna get busy. So this, I think, is stinky tofu. I just walked past it and absolutely smells. The smell is so powerful. I'm not entirely sure I'd like it. I'm all for trying things, of course, but the smell, I don't want to be disrespectful, but the smell is strong and pungent, as you would imagine. It's called stinky tofu for a reason, right? Fermented tofu, I guess. But yeah, maybe not tonight, maybe another time. In Taipei. Oh, I don't think I've smelled anything that strong that has put me off so much in a long time. Durian, I'm not a big fan of durian. And the smell, yeah, I don't really like the smell, but actually with durian, it's more about the taste rather than the smell. The smell I can cope with. But that stinky tofu, my God, it's like stuck in my nostrils. But obviously people like it. So yeah, I'll leave it to them. Look at the size of that watermelon. Ridiculous. Initially, I wasn't kind of sure what they were, but these things are made out of taro. It looks like an egg, right? And then a deep fried egg. Look, this one even looks like the egg yolk, but it is actually made of taro. I'm making it here now. Shaking it, and then frying it. Look at this. So it is savory. You've got pork floss. This is the yolk, I guess. Oh, that actually might be salted egg yolk. This is where they're frying it. So the salted egg yolk goes in, gets wrapped around the taro paste, I guess, which looks like this, and then it gets deep fried. All right, I was gonna have it later, but you know what? Everything is still opening, so we're gonna get one now. Thank you. $30.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Shashir. Okay, another little snack, which again is super hot. Made a mistake picking it up. But look at it. You could mistake that for a fried egg, right? Or a deep fried egg, should I say. Let's bite into it. Oh. It is hot. How cool is that? Got that salted egg yolk in the middle. The white is the taro paste, which has gone soft in the fry, obviously, because it's hot. Soft and smooth. Crunch on the outside, soft in the middle. Interesting, I like it. Now, this place is starting to get a little bit busier with people. So Google said it opened at 4, which is why I came here early, because I wanted to avoid bigger crowds, let's say, Friday night after all, but it doesn't actually open until 5. Can I have one bowl of the bone broth?
One portion.
One portion, yeah.
Here.
Yeah, I'll sit over,
Okay.
over here, and then I
You
can
want
film.
rice?
No, just the soup.
Okay.
The smell coming off this. Look at the size of the vat, and it's not the only vat. We've got 2 more vats here as well, going away. So, steamy bone broth. So I was just walking past this place when I smelt the aroma coming from this broth. I don't know a huge amount about Taiwanese cuisine. I'm exploring new countries and new places just like you guys, but I do know that the medicinal bone broth is quite a special dish here. So when I smelt it, I thought we had to stop and try some. So just take a look at this. You can see, just by the color, that soup or that broth is going to do you some good. So clear, so light, but the aroma is coming off it, absolutely full of Chinese spices. And then inside you have the bones. And you might be thinking, Joe, where's the meat? I mean, the bones are there for the flavor, but you're just meant to, I guess, pick around the thin slivers of meat that are on there. Absolute genius. Sell the meat for a good price and then use the bones to make a medicinal broth. All right, let's give it a try. Ooh. Oh, wow. Definitely you get the Chinese spices. There's also a fruitiness from what I think would be goji berry. It's light and it is delicate. It's as delicate as it looks. It's one of those soups that you know and you feel when you eat it, it's going to be doing you some good. It's hot, it's warming. Maybe not the best thing on a warm day like this, but very, very good. Let's try one of those bones, and as you can see, there's barely any meat on it at all, just a few slithers, let's say that. There's a little bit hanging off. I'm gonna go for that bit. Yeah, there really isn't much there, but I love gnawing on the bones, trying to extract as much meat of it as you can. And this is more their like fatty, gelatinous skin almost, but it's like collagen and gelatinous goodness. But because it's been cooked in that pot for so long, it's absolutely melt in the mouth. As soon as when you find a bit, it is melt in the mouth. Another great dish, and I think, I can't read, it's either $85 or $95. I'm gonna assume it's the 95 one, because the other one is pork rice, and that's smaller. So $95. Surprise, it was the $85 one. Always nice to save a little bit of money to what you expected. Well, that's one way to cook beef, with a propane flamethrower, basically. Anyway, I was just turning the camera on to say, this place, although predominantly about food, is not only food. There are shops either side, there's places you can buy clothes. It's a bit of a flea market as well, little games, game stores. Yeah, plenty going on here, and it really is starting to get busy and warm up now. Now guys, you know I love watching people create food, especially when there's a skill to it, and a skill that I don't have. Look how intricate and beautiful these little dumplings are. Perfection. So this guy is filling them with the pork.
Yeah.
Just seasoned pork, right? Nothing else. Oh, look at that. Effortless. I wonder what it would look like if I tried it. Not like that, I can assure you guys. And these are steamed and fried at the same time, so you get crispy bottom and steamed dumpling. Might have to get some of these. Have one portion, please. Yeah, please. And they're now cooking them, and as I was saying, they steam them with these wooden lids on, but then there's a little bit of oil in the bottom. So as they steam, the water evaporates and the oil is left, giving this crust on the bottom. So they go from this raw dumpling to this cooked dumpling, and on the bottom, golden and crispy. I've ordered a portion, $120. Thank you so much. Get a choice of sauces. We have vinegar, chili, and soy sauce. Probably should or could take a little pot, but what I'm actually just going to do is drizzle them with a little bit of the soy sauce, a little bit of the chili on a couple of them to try.
Very spicy.
Yeah, it's okay. I like spicy. Thank you. Yeah, YouTube. Got another Taiwanese follower.
It's okay.
Thank you. Right, I'll put my ego away, and then I'd like a little bit of vinegar with them. In fact, I'm going to put a little bit more chili on, just because he's baited me and said that it's spicy. Right, let's go eat them. Whew, finding somewhere to eat these has been the biggest challenge. It's actually nowhere, and the places I did find, they were playing music, so I couldn't be there anyway. Anyway, it gave these a chance to cool down, because straight out of the cast iron pan, they were absolutely boiling in my hands. So I hope they've cooled down a little bit now, but I just know these are going to be good. Firstly, by the quality and the skill of them making them, of course. They look absolutely fantastic. But I've said before, what I love is contrast. And you're going to have the soft dumpling on top, but look at the bottom where it's fried in that cast iron pan. As the water evaporates, the little bit of oil that they put into it starts to fry them. Absolutely cannot wait to try these. So without further ado, let's try one. First of all, without the chili, the deadly chili as he warmed me. Oh yeah. Soft on the inside. That meat is very highly seasoned, salty, very nice, but the crunch on the bottom is what makes this special. I just love dumplings, and then there's little sesame seeds on top. Black sesame seeds, little pop of sesame as you bite into them. Now, it was $120 for 8. Far too many for me, but the right size to share. Let's try one with that chili and see if it is as spicy as what he says. I'm gonna go for it. There's a nice kick to it. It is spicy, but not too spicy. I was coughing a little because there's actually juice inside the dumpling, and when I put the whole thing in my mouth and bit in, the juice ran down my throat, so that is quite nice. Very porky juice inside that dumpling. The chili is fresh. It is a bit spicy. There's a lot of garlic in there. Absolutely delicious. I'm gonna have one more of these, and then I think we should go find something sweet to finish this video. Shouldn't really be doing this. I'm meant to be losing weight, but I've got myself a crispy fried donut. Chocolate flavor, it had many different flavors, strawberry, cheese, but chocolate was the one that caught my eye. So let's give it a try. Well, okay, interesting. It's more like a croissant than a donut. I mean, inside it basically does look like a croissant, right? It tastes like a croissant. It's not overly chocolatey, I'm not gonna lie. It's probably not my favorite thing I've eaten in this market. But it was just $30. Maybe that's the universe telling me, why are you having a dessert when you're meant to be losing some weight? Give me one that's not that tasty. Actually, it's growing on me. The more you chew, You get the chocolatiness coming through. But yeah, I'm not going to go wild for it. There aren't actually a huge amount of desserts here. What I would recommend trying is the deep fried sweet potato ball. I just didn't fancy it tonight. I've had it before, and this stood out to me. But yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video.